Well, guys, after about 2 months of saying this set sucks and that I will not be picking this up on day one, not worth $100, and all the negatives about it, I did end up getting it a few days early. And in today's video, I'll be giving you guys my kind of full-on Lego review of it, kind of more so a pros and cons video, like I did with a few other sets last summer wave and the winter wave 2020. I did some pros and cons videos. You guys seem to like them. Just kind of my take on reviews, and let's get into it, guys. We got set number 75314, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. All right, guys, so right off the bat, I do not think this is worth $100. You know, looking at this in front of me right here, with the box and everything, the set, the minifigures, the speeders, I do not think this is worth $100. Just genuinely, I really don't. You know, the piece count's there, sure. You know, a decent amount of minifigures. I mean, there's 6 minifigures altogether. You know, you technically have the entire Bad Batch. I think at the end of the day, the value is there, but really, when you're looking at it, I don't think it's worth $100. Really, that's why I think, you know, 20% off is at least, you know, what people would be paying for this. You know, 80 bucks I think is a fair deal. But I guess that moves on to some of the pros, guys. So I think one of the big pros here is you do technically get all the Bad Batch. So we've got, of course, Hunter here, we've got Wrecker, we've got Tech, we've got Echo, and then Crosshair. Although one kind of negative thing and con that I gotta say of the set is the fact it is Imperial Crosshair. You know, technically it kind of makes sense. You know, if this, you know, since this is based off the actual Bad Batch TV show, not Clone Wars Season 7. But I think if it was a regular Crosshair, of course, it would kind of just be a little bit more congruent and really just kind of be the full package for the Bad Batch. So that's kind of a pro and a con mixed in. Another con I really want to mention is the fact they threw in both these speeders right here. I think one or the other would have been fine, and honestly at this point I think, you know, maybe this one right here would have been fine. You know, it kind of, you know, again, if they're going to have Imperial Crosshair, I understand, you know, they want a little vehicle for him. You know, maybe he can be chasing the Bad Batch shuttle or, you know, vice versa. But I think this one over here, genuinely, you know, they could have used the, you know, 80 pieces on this thing and threw it on the Bad Batch shuttle and definitely beefed up this a little bit because, quite frankly, guys, I think the biggest con of the entire set is the actual Bad Batch attack shuttle. Like, I'm not going to lie, guys, this is very disappointing. How it sits right here, I'm not a huge fan of it. Again, the color's one thing. I'm not really going to straight up say it's a pro or a con, the color, but I definitely think if they would have done more of a dark bluish gray and black color scheme, I definitely think even in this scale, it would have looked a lot better. I really feel like that's the sand blue, although I really like sand blue as a color, like it's definitely kind of a more unique color, you know, in the Lego color scheme of things. I really think the sand blue kind of makes it look like a little, like, kid's toy. You know what I mean? I really think it makes it look like a 4+ set. I don't really think the red on the cockpit really goes with the sand blue. I do like how it's printed, don't get me wrong. It's really nice that it's a printed piece. I don't really like how there is the open or the closed studs and, you know, the back of the studs on the wings and the fin. That looks pretty ugly. And just overall, genuinely, like, look, I mean, so this is the Bad Batch shuttle right there, guys. If we take the 2014 Imperial Shuttle Tidarium, just look at that damn difference right there. I mean, it's insane, guys. I mean, this was, what, 70 bucks back then, too? Or I think it either 80 bucks or it might have been 100 even. But I know for a fact about the same amount of pieces. I think 2 less minifigures. But that's just a prime example of it. You know, they didn't throw any bullshit speeders in there. You know, to make it any, you know, little playable kid feature thing. Like, again, I don't see why you needed this speeder. Like, Tech doesn't even friggin' drive this in the show. Like, and then, like, there's not been a scene in the show like this yet, and I extremely doubt that this is going to be in the finale. Like, I just doubt that we will see, you know, this exact scene in the finale. Like, it looks like it might be on Ryloth on the planet in the backdrop, on the box art, but who knows? The Gonk droids, whatever. I mean, I know there's a bunch of people out there making stupid memes about it and stuff. It's literally whatever. You know, if you like, you know, a couple extra pieces, it's sure, you know, it's fine. Although it's kind of weird, they don't really classify it as a minifigure fully. I'm pretty sure the official website only says 5 minifigures, which are these 5. But yeah, guys, let's get the better shuttle out of the way. And really, right here, guys, I think the biggest con, like I said, is just the shuttle itself. Like, the color, the overall design of it, I don't really like that much. I think they got some of the angles right. I think the angles look fine. But like I said, just the overall, you know, just design of it and just how, you know, there's so many backsides of studs you guys can see on this set. I'm just not a huge fan of it. And quite frankly, another annoying thing, too, you know, when you put down these wings like that, is the fact this is all one piece right here, this entire thing. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Since, like, you're so used to kind of just naturally lifting up the cockpit, you can't do that without, you know, it hitting the fin. And then also when you're going like this, You know, it's cool in there. The interior is abysmal. There's nothing in there. You know, you guys can fit the Bad Batch, I guess, but literally, I would have rather had no interior. Again, I understand why they do it for you know, for the kids, for playability, but this is one of those sets where, quite frankly, I think, like, you know, if we take into account like Timmy, you know, LIFEBrickS Bad Batch Shuttle, if they were to make like an 18 plus, like, you know, $120 Bad Batch Shuttle and literally just release what he made and, you know, put it in a set, it would have been a lot better. Because even then, like, even like playability wise, like, so if we close this up, you know, and try to swoosh it around, so like, so this is me trying to lift it up. You know, usually most ships, like on the Imperial Shuttle over here, I can lift it up by the top fin if I really want. On Emperor Palpatine Shuttle, I can lift it up by the top fin. But on here, guys, it's just, look at that, it just instantly comes off. You can't really even hold it by that. And how are you supposed to switch it around? I mean, I guess you can't hold it from the back, but it's like, there are a lot of, you know, these shuttle sets that you can't hold it by this thing. So overall, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Again, I mean, the only pro I really feel like at the end of the day is when you pay $100 for it, or if you're going to get it for like $80, but if you're paying the retail, you are getting your money's worth in the fact of, like, you're getting the price per piece. These minifigures will all probably be about $15 a piece for a long time, if ever. Like, if they never release them again, these minifigures, of course, will be very sought after, and you're going for $15-20. So, like, you have your value's worth. Like, you're not getting scammed right off the bat, but just believe me, like, believe me when I say that you will be disappointed when you build this thing. Like, especially if you have, like, any other LEGO Star Wars sets in your collection to, like, compare this to, and you put it side by side, it's going to be depressing. You know, for $100, for 1,000 pieces pretty much, and, you know, 250 of them are wasted over here. And really, I really think at this current point, if they would have made it a little bit bigger and kept it sand blue, or if they would have made it dark bluish gray and kept it this size. So, yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. I genuinely am not a big fan of it. I do think it looks pretty cool. You know, when you have it coming in like this, I might have to pick up one of those display stands and have it, you know, displayed like this on my shelf, since I think, of course, this looks a lot better, like a hell of a lot better when it's down like this, but when it's in landing position, that thing's crazy. And again, there's not even any landing gear on it either. So overall, guys, again, I got it early just because it was there. I actually had it on pre-order, or I tried to order it on Walmart, you know, what was it, a month ago, when they kind of had it up by accident, but ended up being canceled, and I'm gonna fully cancel that tonight, right after this video, because I already have it in person. And yeah, this will definitely be one on the shelf. I mean, it will stay in the collection for a little bit, but believe me, it's not anywhere near my top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets in my collection. For $100, I do not think it's worth it. But nonetheless, guys, leave your opinions down below. Let me know if you guys are going to get this. I don't plan on doing any of these pros and cons for the rest of the wave. Maybe the duel on Mustafar, or the duel on...
Yo, look at this fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Dual flip!